The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Before this episode of The Reckless Roller starts, I'd like to take a minute to shed a light on Black Lives Matter and the protests going on worldwide right now. I'd like to ask everyone to please go to blacklivesmatter.card.co. That's card with 2 R's. Over there are a lot of resources, tips for protesters, places that you can text or call to give your thoughts to government officials on this, places to donate, petitions to sign. And I ask that anyone who is capable of donating or doing any of that does that. This is a very, very important fight that needs as much support as it possibly can. I don't want to take any more of your time before the episode starts, so I hope you all enjoy the episode. And thank you for listening.
Let's fucking go. Alright. What's up, guys? It's Reckless Rollers. So I'm Scott. I'm gonna be the guy running the show for this. GM or whatever you choose to call it.
Dumb bitch.
Sure, why not? If you want to call me that.
The DB.
Shine is spicy today.
I'm sorry. I'm the one who was late, so I should keep quiet.
Nah, you're fine. So
better believe it, I'm fine.
You're the finest. So fine.
I am.
So Shine, how about you introduce yourself?
You just introduced myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Shine.
And you're fine.
I'm fine. I go by Shiny Omega online. So yeah.
And you're playing as Joanna.
Yeah, mispronounce my name for the whole campaign.
Johanna.
Joanna.
Yoane.
Yoane.
Joanna.
Joanna.
Hi, I'm Ginny, and you can find me on Ginny Voss on Tumblr and Twitter and some more places, I guess. I don't do anything of too much note, to be honest.
And you're playing as Eviste.
Oh yeah, right. I'm playing as Eviste.
I'm now going to make a point to mispronounce every name now.
I'm Mars Rover, and I play as Daisy.
Also known as Daisy.
Dizzy.
Dizzy.
And last, but certainly not least...
No, very much least. Hi, I'm Anaru, and I play as Leon and/or Noel, depending on their moods.
So, Lon and Noel.
Yeah.
And, who remembers where we last left off? Because I kind of do, but I want to see if you guys do.
So, I think we tried to get to the tower.
We passed through the scary fear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the wall of fear.
That was horrible. If you didn't like that one bit.
Yeah. The Eviste died.
Yeah.
A good portion of all of that was just completely improvised.
And then my character wasn't an asshole for once. It was funny.
Yeah. And, I believe we ended it with you guys standing in front of the tower looking for the entrance. So,
yeah, pretty much.
In that case, I'm going to have you guys roll whatever your perception-based skill is to see if you can find the door.
I got a 6.
1 nat 10 and a
7.
5. Guess which one I'm taking.
5, obviously.
I got a 9 and 8, so 9.
Alright. How about the rest of you?
6.
7.
Okay, so that's a pretty decent average. So I'll say that the bonus in this is you guys do find the door. It's pretty noticeable by the fact that there's a set of stairs leading up to it. So you go up the stairs, and the bonus is the door isn't locked. Yeah, this is
their security needs some work.
This is the only building in the entire area that's not hovering, and it has stairs for some reason.
Stairs are overrated. We've got a dragon, to be fair.
Yeah, I believe the dragon is inside you right now.
The real dragon was the friends we made along the way.
But so you guys walk into the tower, and
can we
I believe
carefully walk into the tower?
Is there a stealth mechanic? If so, then roll that.
There is a stealth, yeah. So
Oh shit,
some
there
people
is.
may have proficiency or not.
Yeah, so in that case, go on ahead and roll it. Whoever has proficiency, it's basically advantage. If you have expertise, it's triple advantage.
That's a natural 1.
Pog. I rolled a 4. Wait,
6.
it was okay. Never mind. Shh.
I should not have said anything, should I?
What did everyone else roll?
Oh, I got a 5 and a 4.
Alright.
I missed my rogue.
Do you need to hear mine again? Because I got a 6.
Alright, so Aviste just kicks in the door with no regard to anything.
That sounds like an Avista thing to do. I think they're still so frightened and panicked from the whole fear thing that they're just so happy to just be inside and be there, that with no regard for anything, they just sort of
Actually, I got an
grab the
idea.
door.
I feel like
run in.
if that's the case, I feel like everyone looks at Aviste as like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Actually, I got an idea for instead of that. So Aviste goes to open the door. They turn the doorknob breaks off, so they just punch the door. And it flies off the hinges.
I stand there staring at my hand and like,
I
What?
think you broke it.
However,
how?
the entrance is open. You got a strong hand now.
Yeah.
Take my strong hand.
+1 melee attack.
Yeah.
If you look at your actual hand, there are claws now. Where the fingers end, it's claws. And I'm gonna say that for the failure, that's what formed from it.
Guys?
Wait. They have claws now.
Just on that one hand, it's one loss of humanity for each of you because it's basically a group failure because you all kind of rolled bad.
Hmm.
Ioana, you just hear a maddening chuckle inside your head coming from Orphiel. Just the Tower of Sin. This is gonna be a fucking joke.
Cocky tonight, are we? Mr. Know-It-All.
Daisy, your little face screen just glitches. And
Oh no.
just the word error comes up on it.
No.
What? Okay.
You can still see out of it, but nobody can determine how you're feeling.
Oh no!
Listen, I thought of something really funny though. What?
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is not like. relevant to now specifically. Like, hypothetically, if Daisy loses a lot of humanity, what if they're like
A little bit more robotic each time.
no, what I mean is like the fucking the robotic shell like turns into like the magenta black square missing texture.
No.
And can't really think of a loss of humanity. Leon, you smile a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh no!
and
That's probably the worst.
That's apocalypse worthy, to be honest.
The watch on your wrist seems to grow bigger and spread a little bit. It's now fused into your arm.
Oh.
So
Well,
now-
this is interesting.
And now you enter the Tower of Sin.
Love
And-
sin.
And all you see as you enter is a large spiral staircase going all the way up as far as you can see. And lining that staircase, cages. Just prison cells all over.
Can we see the people that are in there?
In some of them you do see people. You also see... You see some mechanical constructs. You see a couple strange demonic-looking creatures. Red-skinned, horned creatures wielding clubs. One that has... one that's just floating, kind of like sleeping. And in its midsection is a third horn, and it is very much a horn, but it definitely doesn't look like one.
Are a lot of the people or whatever in the cages sentient?
They're all either screaming or sleeping or sobbing. All you hear is just
Sad.
wails of torture, of punishment, of wishing to escape, just longing to escape. However, if they were to try, they would have to cross through the wall of fear.
Oof.
And the wall works both ways.
Should we let them out?
As soon as you voice that, you hear so many voices crying out, "Let us out! Let us out! We'll do anything. Anything." One of them is... Its hand is sticking through the bars of its cell. And it is essentially leopard print skin with claws at the end of it. And it's just crying, "I want to kill them. Let me out. I will kill all of them." Do
I
it.
draw a little bit closer to the rest of them.
You also hear a couple people calling out, "Ooh, fresh meat. Blood, blood, blood. I want the blood. Fresh. And gnawing."
Delicious.
None of them were paying any particular attention to Daisy, because not flesh. However, the rest of you are looking awful tasty to some of them. The only one that actually does notice Daisy is this just mass of wires and circuitry, and it looks like there's a bunch of like an amalgam of electrical components just meshed into a glob.
Mm.
And it says nothing, but its wires just reach out like tendrils.
No.
But they don't get too far past the bars, because if you look closer, it's welded to the corner.
Mm.
Joanna
However-
kind of levels a look at Aviste. You still want to let them out?
They're captured though, and
Trick question, we're not letting them out. Unless we want to die, that is, or be in for a fight.
And Medi just rushes up the stairs, calling out a name that doesn't seem familiar to you. It doesn't seem familiar in your own language.
Carl.
Nope.
Carl!
Carl!
Please, Carl!
Calls out, Rakshasa. You're here.
Oh, that one persona.
And it's just this being, if you get closer to it, it's this being with backwards hands, backwards feet, a permanent smile on its face, and the rest of it is just covered in this red armor. It doesn't have any weapons on it, but you can sense some sort of aura of rebellion coming from it. And there are several creatures in these cells that have a similar aura, but also mixed in with a little bit of malevolence.
Can I... So, one of the things that ABC can do is called Light of Truth. Your vision can see through illusions created with orgone and highlights liars, catching them in the act. Well-intentioned or white lies make someone's outline glow faintly, while acts of conmanship or other deliberate lies with the intent to cause harm make subjects bloom brightly. If used in combat against invisible enemies, this will not remove the hidden status from them, but will tell you where they are standing.
Is this something that you have to roll for, or?
It's a trick tech, which
So
I think
no?
it means just I can do it. Doesn't have
Alright.
a roll attached.
So,
Cool.
so Yavanti just sighs a little bit exhausted, says, I will let you borrow my sight. You can see who is true to their word and who wishes to harm you. For this tower, there's some good locked in here, but not a lot.
Then
And- You're able to see, you said like liars and deceivers have a white aura, or?
Well-intentioned or white lies make someone's outline glow faintly, while acts of conmanship and other deliberate lies with the intent to cause harm make subjects bloom brightly. So not necessarily white, but bright.
Okay, so I will say that these ones with the aura of malevolence, you get a blood red aura from them, and it is just blinding from many of the cages. However, the one that Medi is standing directly in front of, there is no light coming from. You only see honest intentions coming
All
from
right.
this being, this Rakshasa.
In that
And
case,
no light equals malevolence?
No, red light means stop talking to them and run away.
Okay. What did we know what no light means, or is that just introduced now?
I'm just using no light as in their words are true.
Gotcha. Okay. Non-deceptive. Gotcha.
yeah. So in that case, I'll definitely run after her and try and open the cage from the outside or whatever.
All right. So while you're heading up there, Medi is actually using her little hair snakes to unlock the door. And this Rakshasa just falls to the landing on the staircase. and is just breathing heavily, and he looks up at all of you, and his eyes focus on Leon. And he says, "Do I know you from somewhere?"
I don't think so. Can I roll like an insight or something in case I do know?
Yeah, go on ahead. I'll let you roll this with advantage. So 2d10.
Okay. Good. I don't know if there's actually like an insight thing, but so that, and then
I'm
Jack
assuming I
squat.
see
I
no
got
light.
3.
You see no light, Eviste.
Mm.
What did you roll?
A 3. I don't know which hand is left and right, let alone who this guy is.
The voice sounds vaguely familiar, but you rolled 2 of them, right?
Yeah, 2 d10s. I got a 1 and a 2. So.
Oh, yikes.
Oops.
So, yeah, you're taken aback by it. You're gonna lose 1 grit from this.
Okay.
Just because he sounds genuine. His voice sounds a little familiar, but he shouldn't. He doesn't look familiar to you. He shouldn't know who you are.
I feel like part of me goes in like inside my little headspace to try to. This is how I've been assuming that I can talk with Noel. It's just like split like in Yu-Gi-Oh between Yugi and the Pharaoh and how their minds are split like that. That's effectively what I'm thinking it goes into.
Mm-hmm.
So like I dive into my headspace real quick and I'm like, Noel, do you have any idea who this guy is? No idea at all. Then again, technically I was created like a couple days ago, a day ago. So, probably don't know. Ha.
And this Rakshasa just sighs and says, "Seems you don't remember me. I understand. It's been a long time. Anyway, it appears you're here to assist, to take on the tower, destroy these bastards who locked me up, and I assume caused that large haze of smoke down to the east." He points in the direction you guys came from, the ruins of, I guess, Bitchtown, Boomtown, whatever we landed on for the name.
Livingston.
They're bitches, so they blew up.
But he's pointing at that direction, and you do see it is still smoking. There's still plenty of fires going on.
Well, you
And,
got most of it down, pretty much.
well, I may not be of much help to you if we come to a fight. My weapons are further up, and I am weakened. But I shall help how I can. Let's go.
Can
And
I try and heal this guy?
yeah, sure. We'll say it's an automatic success. How much are you going to try and heal him for?
Well, basically, I've just got as an offensive action, I can heal him like every turn, which I think is like 10 seconds or something.
Alright, so we'll say that you heal his body,
Mm-hmm.
but his spirit is still a little broken.
That's valid.
Is he? I don't mean that.
And he leads you up the stairs, just kind of slouched over. You know he's not in physical pain, but he looks like somebody who fucked up. And
I think it's important.
you get a little further up. What is the marching order for this? I assume that we have the Rakshasa and Medi up front. Who's following?
I think I'm trying to prop him up.
Alright. So, we got those three up front. Who's following behind them?
I guess me.
So Joanna's following behind. Is Leon in the very back?
That sounds right.
Alright. So as you make your way up, it feels like you're making no progress, but you do see out of the occasional window that is from an empty cell, because you don't want to look into the occupied ones. You don't want to get too close to them either. Every now and then, you do see that you're getting higher up, but it feels like you're going nowhere. Basically, the eternal staircase in Mario 64. And after a while, Leon, if you look behind you, you see a very darkly robed figure. And this one does look familiar to you. This figure was present the day that you changed.
Ooh, that's okay.
How about you describe the majority of what happened, and I'll add to it.
Are we talking the incident from way back when?
Yes, the incident.
Sure. So, and you'll probably have to fill in most of the details because it has been a while since I thought of the whole thing.
That's
But,
fine. I don't think you even told me what it was, so...
Okay, well, what I wrote down here at least is, Mom died when I was born, and Dad died in a battle when I was 13. My whole question is, why didn't he come back as a soldier? Because I think angels have that sort of power of, like, either immortality or, like, constant fighting in battles or something like that. So that kind of scarred me a little bit, just a wee bit.
So... you kind of reminisce back to a few days after hearing word that your father has fallen in battle. And you're just sitting on the stoop of your house, looking at any sign of movement, just passing by, just praying that it's your dad. And day after day after day, he doesn't show. One day you see this very disfigured looking robed human, humanoid, walking down the street, and he's holding what appears to be a large stick, like a walking staff, and he comes up to you and says, "He's not coming back, boy. He's been taken."
But he has to come back.
He hasn't been taken by the angels.
Then, what? I feel like just confusion over 13-year-old me's face.
He's been abducted by the Fae. They said they would protect him. However, they experimented on him. They wanted to see if he could turn into one of them. And he's become something more. And this robed figure holds up its hand, palm stretched outward, in a little bit of a, not necessarily like hologram, but like something similar, just this small vision like a pocket vision just pops up, and you see a armor-clad figure. The armor is all red. Its hands and feet disfigured, turned backwards. Horns adorning its head, and it's holding 2 very long scimitars. It's saying, and the man says, This is him. This is what they've turned him into. And then you flash back to present day. And that robed man is not there.
Okay. Noel, did you see that? Question, is it me and Noel both seeing it, or is it just
What
real version me seeing it?
what
I guess.
you know, Noel knows.
Okay. Noel, you saw that, right? Yeah, that was bonkers, man. Who the that was pre me? Yeah, that was before you. Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter that much. Really? Really? Yeah. Okay. Conversation ensues as we continue walking, but a little bit slower now, I think.
So now Leon has his dad, but isn't quite sure if that's actually the case. So you head further up the stairs until you get to a large landing. In the center of it dangles what appears to be a bird cage. A large bird cage, and inside of it is a dragon. And it eyes Aviste and
I think
says,
Aviste goes wide-eyed and stops in the doorway.
and Aviste, you know it's staring directly into your eyes. And you hear, so, who was pathetic enough to have formed a pact with a human?
I don't think Aviste says anything, but I think Yavanti bristles so hard and starts growling in the back of Aviste's mind but she's very weak at the moment, so.
And the voice says, it doesn't matter. Help me out. Free me from this embarrassing situation. And I shall give you, and possibly your friends, a gift.
Joanna kind of snores and goes, looks like pleasantries aren't really a part of this area, are they?
Is he lying?
You do not get an aura from him. And at Joanna's statement, this dragon says, you are food. I do not speak to food.
Is this room big enough for Yavanti to appear in?
Yes.
Alright. So then I think from one moment to the next, you'll hear a snort. Well, you're in quite the predicament, aren't you? And like a pearlescent light, slightly rainbow colored, starts forming into the outline of Yavanti until she appears.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the air. Fancy seeing you here.
Fancy seeing you here. You're quite mouthy for someone in your predicament, honestly.
Well, at least I didn't have to rely on a human.
No, but you know, see where that landed you. I'd watch out with your high and mighty act. After all, I'm not the one in a cage.
Well, so be it. Go like everyone else has. I'll make my way out.
Will you, though? You seem quite cozy in there.
Oh, it's quite cozy. However, I miss my horde.
So sad. One might think that someone in such a position would be a bit more pleasant to those in power to free them.
Are you trying to, like, intimidate or threaten?
Basically, she's just being bitchy because he was being stupid at her. He was
Wow.
condescending, so she's being condescending right back.
Well, you're free to leave. Go ahead.
What will you offer me if I let you go?
I did just say that I do have some means of assistance I can offer you.
What can you offer then? Empty promises are no promises at all, and you should know this.
At your current strength, you cannot defeat what's... I can lend you my aid.
I think she bristles at that because she hates having to admit that she might not be strong enough, even though she formed this pact with a human. But also, she probably sees wisdom because she's been around.
And funnily enough, you said the word wisdom. That is what this dragon's name is.
Lol.
Oh.
Question. Did Yavanti have okay. Actually, this is kind of a stupid question. I kind of answered for myself. But
No such thing.
all of the monsters, I guess, have ulterior motives to forming pacts with everyone, correct? I just wanted to know if Yavanti had one.
Yavanti was caught in the crossfire of the angelic assault, and
Okay.
in order to survive, needed to form a pact.
Oh,
with
is that and that's for like everybody, or was that like for just like a few of us specifically?
It was for Aviste and Daisy.
Okay.
Joanna, you were basically trapped in purgatory,
Right.
and Orphael found you. He was seeking literally anyone who would be willing to fight
Actually,
back.
yeah.
And Daisy Leon made his pact a little bit beforehand by creating this construct. This Rock'em Sock'em robot double of his. But yeah, so you've been offered the promise of even more assistance against this impending threat. And still, he does offer gifts as well.
I think Yavanti cocks her head and goes like, let him out. I'm feeling benevolent today. And she just sort of very dismissively whips her tail and then lets herself evaporate to not let on that she's actually not all in that great a health.
And from the energy that comes from Yavanti whipping its tail, the lock on the cage shatters. It was enchanted so that a being of fire could not break through it. However,
Could
you're a
be
being of
one.
light.
Sure can.
And the door swings open, and the dragon, Wisdom, stretches its wings and kind of crashes through the side of the tower. Because, I mean, it's been kind of cramped, it wants to fly, but it flies in place and says, I shall meet you at the top. I got a couple stops I need to make. But don't worry, once you get there, I'll be there. And it soars off. So, behind the curtain, it's going to be coming back with weapons for you.
So what was the thing we said about Joanna dying? Like, how did we articulate that? Because like that's the present I get. I die.
No, he basically said he doesn't talk to food.
Oh, unpog.
Yeah, because
Yavanti took your side though.
yeah, I feel like Yavanti's more pro-human.
I mean, she
Yavanti
also
said
kind of
human
has to
rights.
be because she's bonded to one. So
But yeah,
Also, another question. Let's say we do have an arc 2. Will we have our same characters, or is this a whole different like storyline in the same universe? Or
that would be completely up to you.
I just didn't know what you might have had in mind. I don't really care.
If for arc 2 you want to use a different character, you're welcome to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'll be completely up to you. We can always just say that whichever character stays behind is staying behind to lead or help lead the rebellion or anything like that.
Mm.
But yeah, so you guys make it a little further up the tower.
Temporal Tower.
And you're seeing a lot more progress the further up you get. And you get to a landing, and you do see something that Joanna would recognize. Somebody from her actual town.
Oh, fuck.
Now, was your town more human, or was it another amalgam of human and monsters?
Oh, it was pretty much human.
Alright, so you see a man in tatters, just basically looking like he's wearing peasant garb, but you knew him as somebody that held pretty high station. He was essentially the leader of the town. And he notices you and says, Miss, it's good you're here. They took the others. They took the others and... oh, horrible things.
I'm confused. Wait. I'm confused. Where are we? Wait.
You're in the tower still.
Okay, I thought... Oh, he's in the cage?
He's in another one of the cells.
Pog. So he's... Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, now I understand. We are on the same page now.
Yeah, so he's in a cell, just wearing tattered robes, which is unfamiliar to what you've seen him wear. He used to wear very high and mighty, like hoity-toity nobleman outfit type thing. And his hair is all in patches, as if he's been pulling all of his hair out. It's just gray patches just sticking out of the side of his head.
Oh, Christ.
And he has this crazed look on his face, and you see a little bit of blood dried at the corner of his mouth. And he just says, They took the others. They did horrible, horrible things. They had us fight each other. They had the winner eat the others. I've made it this far. Free me.
Joanna just stands there completely wide-eyed as fuck. I'm trying to.
He gets louder and
She
louder,
starts.
keeps yelling "Free me" over and over. Yes, he's got a red aura coming from.
I was about
from
to
him,
ask.
Mm,
Yeah, I started to back the fuck away as fuck.
Are you
Yeah.
guys just bolting up the stairs even further?
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to bolt. I feel like I was at a casual pace, but now I'm like, ooh,
Daisy's gonna fire a missile at him.
yes.
And Joanna, you start to hear "Free me, you." And there's another hole in the side of the tower.
I guess I stopped to look back.
His cell is a crater. The tower is now cheese.
Fuck.
You all get the sense that it cannot take more blows, or else it'll start to crumble. You're very close to the top. If it crumbles, you go with it.
Don't do this, Jenny.
Uh-oh.
Now you make it a
Sorry.
little bit further. You see the top of the tower is within reach. And all of you hear calls coming from behind you. My child! Return to me. Daisy, this one sounds familiar to you.
No.
Aviste, you also hear your parents. And they look exactly the same as they did when you last saw them, as you were escaping the town.
Daddy?
Mom?
Come back to us. You mustn't go against the order. They will do good for us.
I feel like Joanna's like hears this and is desperately trying, like grabbing at Aviste and whatever
Daisy.
part of Daisy that she can like get a grip on is like, don't you fucking dare go back.
Aviste,
What?
you're seeing bright red
Go
auras
swear at the child.
coming from all three of them. You're seeing very bright red auras coming from all of them. It's a small army of these undead creatures just coming to you, calling out, "Return to us! They will be good to us."
I think I put a hand on Daisy as well and take a step back. I think we have to go. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. And I start trying to pull Daisy back.
And you hear from behind you as you run further up, "Come back to us!"
Precious.
Come back!
My precious.
The precious!
Oh, that's a really good imitation, actually.
I forgot how he sounded, so I just did airy voice.
There'd be a real big frowny face if Daisy didn't have that screen wipe.
Yeah, you still have the error screen. But next to the word error is just what looks like a teardrop.
Oh,
Later.
the saddest.
Future corruptions. The noise that Daisy can make is a dial-up tone.
Oh god.
Sounds of Daisy crying.
And you go further up until you reach the door of the tower. The door to the top. Or you're not sure what's there, but you'll almost certainly get either answers or vengeance. And as you open the door, we're gonna call it here.
Yo, fog.
That was awesome, Scott. That was really good.
That
Oh
was
my
good
god.
storytelling.
Yeah, I'm trying to give all of you a little bit more spotlight because I know the previous session, Leon and Daisy kind of took a back burner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I
want...
just picture this. I just picture on all the times where we're not panicking, like Daisy and Leon are just like playing like rock paper scissors or something wild.
Just
How does
I
Daisy play
Spy.
rock paper scissors though?
I
You're
play
just
No, we
playing.
just
scissors.
You're
I
just
play
playing I
scissors
No.
every
Spy.
round.
No. I think what happens is Leon comes out and then Daisy tells Leon what to throw, and so when they play it, they just have that. So Leon's
Oh.
playing like by
No.
himself, and then Noel's like, "All right,
Da-
Daisy, what are we doing?"
Daisy's like, you
Oh.
said rock? I thought you meant rocket launcher. Sorry.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Boom.
Shoot!
All right. So how did you guys feel about that?
That was nice. I really liked it. It was good. It was good.
It was pretty good for a penultimate episode, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end.
And
I have to figure out what the boss is gonna be.
Yeah,
That's a
kind of a
mood.
little bit.
Scott here, as usual. Just, dropping in to say thanks for listening. As I do. So, yeah, I really appreciate you all. Especially because, as of this episode coming out, we currently have over 1,300 listens for our podcast. That is a ridiculous number, and I am thankful for all of you for that. I'm also thankful for Ginny, Mars, Shine, and Anaru for playing this. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have had nearly as much of a story. For real. Thank you. Now, following this is a little bit of a blooper and a trailer for Not a Scratch. As I did say, I was going to be promoting Anaru's podcast the entire time this art comes out. So, there you go. Have a good one, and I'll catch you later.
Hello, my name is Anaru, and I'm the host of Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes Scratch is an overpowered move. Not a Scratch is a Pokemon TTRPG podcast using a system made by us. Set in the world of Pokemon and only Pokemon, it's kind of like the mystery dungeon games that you've seen or played before. And in fact, we actually have our two characters with us now. Ralph, any words of wisdom for our audience?
Like my mom always says, if at first you don't succeed, kick it harder.
Okay. Kyle, what's the next thing you want to do on your adventure?
Why can't we draw?
I suppose you can on the train. Well, if you want to know what they're up to, because they aren't telling, check us out wherever you listen to podcasts.
if we do have arc 2 with other characters, I'm gonna try to add some like quote unquote secret lore. For another reason for Joanna to actually hate her bitch parents. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like her reasoning for just kind of yeeting is kind of flimsy. I feel like there needs to be more to it.
Oh, I thought you were just like traveling clergy.
Well, no, she left for a reason.
Oh,
Why
okay.
did I just hear? For some reason, I heard you say the reason you left is because of some Yeezys, and I'm pretty sure that's not what you said.
Yeah, I fucking hate Yeezys. Dad bought some Yeezys, and I was like, nah, fam.
Nope.